going on YouTube? I wanted to go over how I leveled as fast as I possibly could with the technomancer on the blighted rounds build. Now I am making a build on this, specifically my personal build called the bubonic bullet build, and I will be working on it further coming up in the next few days. However, something that a lot of people have looked at in this game is what's the best way to level? Well, I think it depends on your character and what class you pick. Certain bosses, usually you want firepower over anomaly power, because anomaly power usually tends to deal AoE damage and more damage to the smaller mobs. So for this build particular, I ended up spending probably a few hours grinding the Molten Akari, which is at this point right here. All you have to do is go into select your story point and click the investigate the volcano's peak. Go into, I have it on world tier 15 because I'm going to show you guys. I mean, my character is a little overpowered, but I'm going to show you how fast you can burn this down. But you go in here and you select whatever world tier you feel comfortable with, preferably one that is closer to the world tier that you actually are at, because that is where you're going to get the most experience gain from. So let's go ahead and load that up. Now, I am using, like I said, an overpowered character because he's already completed the story. I am on challenge tier 11. I do not have all my gear up to that point. I am trying to get it to that point, so I've been grinding challenge tier 11 for that. However, you're going to see with blighted rounds how nutty this can be. I highly suggest for single point high damage, I would suggest using a tactical assault rifle tactical variant. It is the 3-round burst variant. It does a lot of single target damage, especially with the blighted rounds. I have tested it out with this legendary Grim Morrow light machine gun. It doesn't do the damage. I mean, I'm not going to test it with a pistol. I've tested it with the standard assault rifle variant. I've tested it with double gun. I've tested it with submachine gun. It just, for some reason, this is where it really shines. And let's go ahead and go over the skills. I use cryo turret and blighted turret because I really couldn't give you an honest answer. I just have those because really I just throw them out and then I can focus on my blighted rounds. A lot of people that do this build use cold snap. I don't like doing cold snap because, well, your melee freezes. It's essentially cold snap. It freezes in a radius, so cold snap just adds another freeze. But cryo turret you throw out, it freezes the enemies for you. You don't really have very much downtime at all, so it's kind of nice using that. Blighted turret, I mean, you just throw it down with the cryo turret and you just get that little extra damage out, plus it applies toxic. So a lot of the blighted rounds build, the pestilence build here, involves toxic. Well, a lot of the technomancer does. Technomancer focuses on toxic and freezing. So the way I got this set up here is with increasing weapon damage, because I mean, we're going to go for weapon damage. You got your reduce decay skill cooldown, so your blighted rounds and your blighted turret. Increase your weapon leech, which is amazing because if you take damage, all you got to do is shoot, and hey, you're back up to full health. Increase armor piercing, which is going to be nice because it does have armor. The Molten Akari Spider does. Increase critical damage by 15%. Every time toxic is afflicted on an enemy, vulnerable status is also afflicted, which is also lovely. It's a little extra damage, and then making that vulnerable even more effective at 40% more effective. Toxicologist, toxic afflicted on enemies lasts 30% longer. Increase your weapon damage. Enemies afflicted with toxic receive 10% more damage. Increase weapon damage by 8%. Increase assault rifle. So I'm going the assault rifle version. A lot of people do the sniper rifle, but I feel like you don't get as many bullets with the sniper rifle as you do the auto rifle. And with the assault rifles and blighted rounds in general, the mag is where it's, is where it shines. The more bullets you have, the more opportunities you're going to have unlimited rounds for your blighted round skill. Alright, so that goes into increase assault weapon damage again, increase armor piercing again, 2 sides of power. Now this is tricky. I didn't initially run this because I was taking way more damage than I should, And by saying that blighted rounds and the technomancer in this build in general, it heals off of damage. So while it is lovely that you can take a hit, stand up, and start shooting things and be back to full health, when you have this on and you don't have the armor to have this on, things like the Broodmother or even the Alpha, what are those called? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. The big old Alpha things that run at you and they get that blue shield on them. Well, they were diving me and one-shotting me. So, yeah, I didn't run this for a while, but since I upgraded my armor, it's actually very nice to have. I stopped getting one-shotted even by big bosses, and now it seems like I can just take the hit, start shooting again, and be back to full health, and deal insane amounts of damage. Sharpshooter, increase your long-range weapon damage by 30%, so anything outside of close range is considered long range, and that's actually quite good. I don't think there's like a middle ground to it, but I think you more so focus on long range, close range. Grain amplification, increase your anomaly power by 4% for each unlocked BR8 impact amplifier nodes. So blighted rounds is also part of your anomaly power, and it does increase the damage. I don't know by how much. It might not even be worth using, but I'll have to look into it further. It feels like it is, though. This one here also, again, when you think about blighted rounds, think about your clip size and how many bullets you can pump out before you can, kill something and then get that percentage of your blighted rounds bullets back. So it's just nice to have that little extra bullets in the magazine. I think I have a 30 clip gun. The tactical rifles are 30 clips, so I have 45. Enemies afflicted with toxic receive 15% more damage, which is awesome because blighted rounds inflicts toxic. Yeah. Activating decay increases weapon damage for you and your allies by 40% for 10 seconds. So this is really nice to start, but you really don't need it. I mean, I don't know why I have it on here. I probably need to look into going another path with this one and this one. We'll have to check it out, but I'm sure there's a way we can get more out of it, because 10 seconds and you have blighted rounds active pretty much the whole time you're fighting. It kind of seems worthless. So anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this boss fight. So I do have full ammo, but I grab it anyway. Force of habit. So all you're gonna do is go ahead and start the Molten Akari fight, and I'm gonna be skipping the scenes in here because it's not really necessary for me to make this video about the cutscenes.
Let's do this.
So I bust the shield, I dodge forward, all blooded rounds. Rears up to kind of do that front attack. Just let go of your ADS and just walk back a few seconds. Boom, phase 1 done. Easy peasy. The main goal when you're fighting this boss is to just stay in front of him. Don't go to the sides, anything like that. With this class, it's very easy because, like you saw, it burns it down very quick. So just stay in front of it. He's going to pop up right here. I'm going to click on blood rounds. Now here you want to lean back. He's still going to hit you. You can stay far enough back where he doesn't, and he just does that where he puts his face in the ground. See, I can stand in this lava all day. The beauty of this build and of the Technomancer in general. Just dealing damage increases your health gain, and you gain health just by doing any type of damage, and with this build you're doing a ton of damage. So but this boss is fantastic grinding out the lower levels. So just like that, he's done. There is a specific bubble, the one I was shooting at, seems to do the most damage. So what I do is I run to the right every time. I get kind of in that spot. I get my aim on that specific ember bubble, and I just absolutely go crazy on it. Kick on blighted rounds and just go. And it's pretty instantly, he's dead. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and go over what we got. It looks like just some blue stuff. I didn't get any titanium this time. This is a wonderful titanium farm, but I just wanted to show this off for anybody using either the Technomancer's blighted rounds, if you're using the Trickster's slow rounds, or even if you're using the lava rounds on the Pyromancer. It works wonderful. They all do. Just make sure you have those skills enabled. Make sure you're just basically blowing this thing up on the one spot, and you're good to go. But that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys really like this content, go ahead and please leave a like and hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. And I hope to see you guys in the next one.